Good afternoon and welcome to MicroAir's presentation at this year's Airstream Club International, the WBCCI International first ever virtual rally. Thanks to COVID-19, and it's very sad for us here at MicroAir and across the country. Thanks to the COVID-19 pandemic, it's a really difficult and distressing time. And we believe Airstream made the right move to cancel the rally, and a very, very brave move to go ahead and schedule its very first virtual rally. We're all learning about Zoom, so we decided to use this Zoom format in order to make some kind of a presentation to our loyal Airstreamers. We're very, very sad that we're unable to make your rally this year, and we look forward to coming to next year's rally. That one, according to the best of our information, is going to continue to be at the same location as planned. It was Lebanon, Tennessee. Here it is, Lebanon, Tennessee, just outside of Nashville. So we have with us today two very important people to MicroAir. First, Roger Krinick. He's the chief engineer at MicroAir. He's the guy in the light blue shirt, and in the dark shirt there you see our good friend Matteo Giovanetti. He's been an engineer at Dometic and also at MicroAir for a number of years, and now he's a consulting engineer for MicroAir, and we welcome both of them. Roger, can you tell the people at Airstream, our Airstream followers rather, how long you've been with the company approximately, and how'd you start in business? Let's just hear a little bit about you.
You're muted, Roger.
Yeah, you're muted.
There we go. How's that? All right. Hi, Kevin, Matteo. It's good to be here. Hopefully we can all get back to our favorite activities pretty soon. I've been with MicroAir for about 19 years now, and I was part of the team that created the EasyStart product and of the product Kevin mentioned earlier, the EasyStart RV product. I know you'll see a video on that coming up, and we're working on doing one of those pretty soon. My roles at MicroAir range from anything from development all the way up to support and everything in between. In fact, several of you probably have talked to me or even wrote to me on email, and I've responded back to you. So it's good to finally see, or at least talk to you now live. Kevin, back to you.
Matteo, I already let the cat out of the bag where you've done a little bit of your work in your career. Please tell the listener a little bit about yourself as well.
Sure. Thanks, Kevin, and thank you, Roger. Good to be here, and glad
Thanks
to
for being with us.
A little about me. I've been an electrical engineer doing embedded control system designs and product development for about 35 years now. It's quite a while, and been doing that for a variety of U.S. manufacturers. Most especially MicroAir, and like Roger, I was part of that original EasyStart development team and its continuation engineering, of course, and participated in a bunch of Airstream rallies and talked to people via email for support activities as well. So always been working for MicroAir, and I'll certainly will never stop. So in my new role as of last year, I did start a consulting firm called CTech, and this allows me to once again do work for all of the industries that I was once part of, and help out all of my friends and colleagues in those industries.
Thanks for joining us again. Roger, you've mentioned the EasyTouch, our new Wi-Fi enabled smart thermostat for the RV, and a separate video that we're going to make about that. But we're here to talk today to the issues related to an EasyStart. So I want to ask you the general question. What's an EasyStart, and what does it do for the RV owner? What problem does it resolve?
Well, the EasyStart makes the overall outdoor experience simply better. Sometimes you'll be at a campsite where you need to run a generator, and the generator that's installed in many RVs, they're big, they're noisy, they're often installed right under the bunk where they make a ton of racket, even while you're sleeping. So what EasyStart lets you do is it lets you use those much smaller portable generators, which are great if you have a smaller RVs. A lot of people are into the smaller footprint camping these days. So if you have a smaller RV, or maybe you don't want that noise right under your bunk, you can use a smaller generator, such as the 2,000 watt class ones, to be able to start your air conditioner with. Which normally what will happen is the generator will just stumble and it won't start. It'll go into an overload. It also is capable of doing working with inverters. Some people I've talked to have had solar powered systems, for example, where they've used batteries on board and they just want to pull over for lunch, sit for an hour or two, and have some lunch and be able to be on their way. They don't want to haul the generator out, put it aside, start it up, and this lets them do that with a much smaller inrush current from the air conditioner, so it can start on those batteries and with the inverter systems that they have on board. It also makes the air conditioner start much quieter. So while you're sleeping, it doesn't give you that big shake when it starts up. It gently ramps up. So a couple of benefits of an EasyStart.
Yeah. I like the example that you taught me that when you start your air conditioner, not your air conditioner, when you start your vacuum, a light might blink in your house, and that's an indication that the motor needs more power to start than it does to run down here, and that EasyStart helps to close that gap.
That's
Matteo,
correct.
how does the EasyStart accomplish this power reduction? How does it differ from hard starts? And, you know, we've been asked the question, can hard starts do the same thing? And are there any brand X competitors that out there?
Great questions, Kevin. And Roger, the team at Microair, and I have been asked that hundreds of times over the past few years. So let's break it down. First, let's talk about those hard starts and what do they do. Hard starts have been around in the HVAC industry since its inception, and it's basically just this very simple, unsophisticated device that uses a capacitor with a switching device to connect and direct more current into the motor start winding during that brief startup event. Gets wired in parallel with a run capacitor if the compressor has one of those. Contrary to, well, first off, what this extra current does is it allows the compressor to start much more rapidly. So it provides greater torque, therefore greater acceleration, and so the start is over and done with quicker, but at the expense of current. Contrary to popular belief, though, unlike what a capacitor will do in a DC system where it can accomplish this, start capacitors in an AC application do not store energy. All they do is shift the phase of the current and voltage that's getting applied to the start winding, just like the run capacitor does. And this increased current will ultimately allow the motor to start more quickly, as stated. So what does this mean to your generator? Generator, of course, doesn't like to be loaded all at once with an intense amount of current, as you described, like when a vacuum cleaner starts up or when the compressor starts up. So the hard start ends up actually drawing more current for a shorter period of time, and sometimes the compressor starts, sometimes it doesn't. Some people say it works for them, many people say it does not. Definitely doesn't provide a reliable solution. So enter EasyStart. Apples and oranges when it compares to a hard start. EasyStart is a soft start, the very sophisticated microprocessor controlled set of circuitry that monitors in real time the voltage, the current, the motor rotation, a number of things in order to accomplish what it does. Now that you understand what the hard start does, you can actually better understand what EasyStart does. Instead of drawing a higher current spike for less time, EasyStart draws a lower current spike for a greater period of time. It spreads out the energy required to accomplish the starting event. Obviously, this is a great benefit to a limited power source like a generator or an inverter. And this benefit is so great that we have demonstrated we can start any 120 volt RV air conditioner on the Honda EU 2000 or its newer model Honda EU 2200. And then for those who have two air conditioners, it allows you to start and run both of those on a 30 amp utility hookup as opposed to trying to find one of those elusive and much more expensive 50 amp hookups. So, and if that isn't good enough, there's always more, right? EasyStart continues monitoring the compressor after the start is over with and does a number of different fault detections to prevent hazardous things from occurring to the compressor, like overcurrent, voltage brownouts, stall conditions, all of those things. This is obviously very important, especially when it comes to talking about the competitors. So moving on to that part of your question.
Before you move on, let me ask you one question about that. When it detects those problems, what does the EasyStart do for the customer?
Very good. It immediately shuts down the compressor, waits 3 minutes before it attempts to start it up again. Obviously, if you don't have that, your compressors could end up stalling and drawing a very high current, the so-called locked rotor amperage, until its internal overload protector opens. Obviously, with a hard start, that can occur. With EasyStart, that won't. So there's a very significant protection being provided there that certainly would avoid damaging the compressor.
Thank you.
So on to the competitors. Yes, there are only a handful of soft starters in the world that are in the same class as EasyStart. And we recently got our hands on the newest competitor and ran extensive head-to-head testing on it. And by the way, just so everybody knows, we welcome competition, right? It always makes a company better when you have competition to drive you to improve your product and make it even better for the customers. So that's how we view this. So head to head, the EasyStart was determined to reign supreme. A few bullet points. EasyStart showed in almost all cases about a 20% greater reduction in starting current than the competition. That's obviously very important for those marginal generator situations where you have other auxiliary loads already going on. Beyond this, and we've already touched on it a little bit, the EasyStart provides those fault protections for the compressor real time after the start is over with. The competitor's unit does not. So that's a huge value right there in extending the life of the compressor. And then beyond that, EasyStart was recently UL approved, which is very significant when it comes to safety. So for people who are going to put their family in an RV with a competing unit that doesn't have the safety assurances, I think they might want to think twice about that. And lastly, track record. The EasyStart's been around for 10 years, has been getting refined ever since it was born. It's been in the RV industry for about 4 or 5 years now, and over 20,000 units have been sold. Our competitor, our newest competitor, hasn't been around for 6 months and hasn't even survived a hot summer season yet. And boiling it all down, EasyStart is most certainly the greater value for the money, and 20,000 customers can't be wrong, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's true. Roger, please tell our customers where are EasyStarts made, and tell them about the RISE Industry Award that we've been the finalists for.
Okay, sure, Kevin. The EasyStart is made in the United States, right in here in the USA, in Allentown, New Jersey. We're a small manufacturer we actually do all of our development here. We start from bare circuit boards. We build those up to completed assemblies, and actually the products that you receive are completely built here in New Jersey. The RISE Award, that recognizes innovation and excellence in the industry. And it's the RV industry's equivalent to the J.D. Power Award, honoring companies in the industry that provide innovation and new products. And we were pleased to receive that in 2019 as a finalist for the RV industry. So we're pretty proud of that.
Yeah, industry awards are a big deal for every industry, and in ours it is the RVIA that doles those out. Thanks very much. Matteo, how can someone buy an EasyStart 364, and what kind of warranties are offered? Is there anything else unique about the EasyStart to tell the customer?
Well, sure. The good questions once again, Kevin. Yeah, to buy the EasyStart, you can simply go online where we offer worldwide shipping. You can buy it from us at rallies, and you can buy it from our ever-growing network of dealers and distributors around the USA and in countries around the world. We have master dealer distributors in both Australia and in Canada right now. So there are ample options for anyone to get an EasyStart, and we'll work in a variety of ways. And then regarding warranty, that's actually something that's recently changed for the better as well. Microware has always offered 2-year coverage on all of its electronics that Roger just described, and that hasn't changed. A couple of years ago, for EasyStart in particular, we introduced the Double Down Warranty program, which gave customers peace of mind when they were installing EasyStart into a new air conditioner that may have still been under its manufacturer's warranty. Now, in 2020, we are so confident in EasyStart that we are offering the Double Down Warranty free of charge for all new EasyStart purchases if it goes into an RV air conditioner that is from the year 2014 or newer. So that's really quite amazing, and no one else in the RV air conditioning industry, even the OEMs, offering such a program.
Well, Roger, we like to say sometimes at customer service, hey, you can install this yourself. It's only 4 wires. How difficult is it to install the EasyStart?
Kevin, about 70 to 80% of our customers all do self-installs for EasyStart. The remainder go through our dealer network, or they find a local installer. The installation involves basically taking off the rain hood on the top of the compressor, and then you install and connect 4 wires. It's really not a very extensive process, and we've walked people through it on the phone. We have emails that we've gone through, and people have taken pictures, shown us the pictures. We pointed out the connection points. We've got really great manuals for installing the product. It's actually not that difficult, but there are people with physical limitations, and for those people, I would definitely recommend that they go find one of our dealers, which you can go to our website, find a ton of dealers that are more than likely located right near you that are very familiar with the product.
And with Roger, with regard to the development of the product, can you tell the consumer how it started in its developmental life?
Well, it actually started a number of years ago. We were approached by a company who was looking for a solution for the Coast Guard. What they did was they put generators on the back of the boats that were, each one of these generators were going to run a single air conditioner. Well, it turned out that the generators were spec'd much like the small generators that you're trying to get used for the RV industry. They were specified to be able to run the current that the air conditioner can consume, but they weren't really specified to be able to start the air conditioner. Well, that's a huge problem when you're trying to provide assistance at a rescue boat in sometimes hot situations or cold situations, because they like the heat pump systems, they work in both configurations. So what we did was we developed EasyStart as an add-on to one of our control boards. We've actually been in the marine industry for over 35 years, building controls for that industry. And we developed it as an add-on product for that to help them be able to start their compressors. And shortly after that, we recognized that we could go to the sailboat industry, and the sailboaters also like to use those small generators to power their air conditioners. And some of them said, hey, will this work on my RV? So it really kind of spiraled and really greatly increased our sales for over a number of years. So it's been about 10 years since we were involved with the Coast Guard project, and it's really come a long way. The project itself and the product has greatly improved. We've had a lot of time to review things. In fact, one of the things that we talk about is that no product can come close to EasyStart. We have an adaptive learning process that's embedded in the product itself. And unless you're using that, you just will not get a good current reduction. You have to be able to measure it and to be able to adapt to the changing conditions that exist in different situations.
Matteo, I've often told customers, I'm so proud to work for a company like this and a product like this, because I've heard dealers say things like, wow, an electronic part for the RV, that actually works. Imagine that. Tell us about the customer service of Microware and in support of the EasyStart 364 and its other products.
Well, the customer service, Kevin, is definitely second to none. I mean, Roger, myself, other engineers within the Microware team, we all contribute all the time, and it's 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We're right now I'm covering the weekends so I can give Roger and the team a break whenever I can. And sometimes I have to call back and say, hey, Roger, cover the emails because I'm going to go over someone's house on Saturday to help them with EasyStart. I work out of Florida, and Florida is now starting to use EasyStarts in home solar applications, and that's an emerging market for us. So whenever customers have issues with that, we drop whatever we're doing, and if I can drive to them, we go. So there really isn't anything we wouldn't do to resolve a problem that comes up. We're obsessed with the product. We always have been, and that's never going to change.
Yeah, it shows. It was one of the things that really impressed me about the company when I came here. And another advantage that we have to offer is price. We keep our price low by careful management. It's a really unique part, as you've described. It's an electronic, sophisticated electronic part. It's not just a piece of hardware. It's got the firmware, the software that works with this particular part that makes it proprietary and unique. When people ask me, can you tell me how it works? I say, yeah, I can tell you, but I might have to kill you, like a CIA agent might, right? So, but here's no secret. We are, for the duration of this rally, we are about to offer a $40 discount for the Airstreamers. All you do is at checkout, you enter the discount code Airstream, and you'll receive this amount of money as a benefit. It's the lowest discount that we ever offer, and we're proud to offer it, especially to our Airstream clients. They're the best. You guys really are terrific, and we appreciate it.
One point with that, Kevin, the discount codes are all capitals letters. So just everyone take note of that. And yes, that discount is the best one we offer in the entire industry. Don't tell anybody else in our students.
Yeah, it's never going to get better than that.
No.
Maybe next year at Lebanon, that's possible.
Yeah.
I want to share with you that notation of Lebanon. Let's see if are there dates on there. Yeah, July 16th to the 24th in 2021 is when the Airstream is planning its Lebanon rally. So put it on your calendar and put a tickler 6 or 8 months before, whatever you need to make sure that you register and attend. Is there anything else that any of you would like to add and roll into a wrap up?
No, I think that's good. That'll do it, Kevin.
Thank you.
I look forward to the next rally when we can finally get to hang out with all of our Airstream friends and family again.
Yeah, it's a good time.
We really enjoyed that and missed it this year. We were prepared to do quite a bit, but future's bright and things will return to normal soon.
Well, we appreciate all of you Airstreamers, and please take advantage of the discount that we're offering and watch for our Easy Touch video in a day or two. We look forward to having you enjoy that part as well going forward. Bye-bye now, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, wear your mask, and wash your hands, and keep your social distance. Bye-bye now.
See you all soon.